So as a quick reminder, arithmetic sequences, we use the letter D. That's if we're adding or subtracting the same amount each time. Note that subtracting 3 is the same thing as adding a -3. And for geometric, we use the letter R for ratio. And that's if we're multiplying. We're not even going to use really the term division here. It might help you kind of think it through, but we don't care what if we can divide it, we care about what we are multiplying it by. A sub 1 is your first number in the sequence. A sub 2 is the next second number in the sequence, and so forth. So my 6 would be A sub 1, my A sub 2 would be 13, and so forth. So we want to find out if that is arithmetic, geometric, or neither, and then we're going to find the next two terms. Well, see if it's arithmetic. We take the second number, subtract it from the first. 13 minus 6 is 7. And then we take the third number, subtract it from the second number. 27 minus 13 is 14, so that's not a match, so we're done at that point. We know it's not arithmetic. And then to see if it's geometric, we're going to do 13 divided by 6, second number divided by the first number, and that's about equal to 2.167. It's about equal to that. And then we take the third number and divide it by the second. 27 divided by 13 is about 2.08, and it's not a match, so it's neither. So to figure out what the pattern is, we're going to be, in this class, multiplying a number by 2 or 3, and then we're going to add or subtract a small number like 1, 2, or 3. We're not going to get something where you multiply something by 7.32 and then add 8.4. We're not going to do that in this course. We can tell, though, that 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 3 is 18. That's too much. So 6 times 2 plus what would give us 13? And if you think that through, 6 times 2 is 12. And 12 plus what number here is going to be 13? Well, it's going to be 1. So our pattern is going to be multiplying by 2, then adding 1. And we can check that again. So 13 times 2 is 26. We add 1. Okay, we get 27. So that works out. So to find the number that comes after 55, we're going to do 55 times 2 plus 1. 55 times 2 is 110. Add a 1, and we get a 111. Then we take that number, and we're going to multiply 111 by 2, and then we're going to add 1. So 111 times 2 is 222, add 1, and we're going to get 223. For this sequence down here, let's see if it's geometric, because it clearly doesn't look like it's arithmetic, because we subtract 800, then we subtract 160. So we're going to do the second number divided by the first. So 200 divided by 1,000 is 0.2. And then we take the third number and divide it by the second number. So 40 divided by 200 is also 0.2. So that means this is geometric and the ratio is 0.2. We would say we're multiplying it by 0.2. We're not going to say we divide it by 5. So don't say divide by 5. We're multiplying by 1/5 or 0.2. Find the next two numbers. We're going to do 8 times 0.2, and then we're going to take that number and multiply it again. So 8 times 0.2 is 1.6. And then we multiply 1.6 by 2, and we get 0.32. Notice that I'm not rounding. For the next one, 2,000, -400, 80, -16, same idea. We're going to do -400, the second number, divided by the first number, because I'm more or less sure it's going to be geometric. And when we do that, we're going to get -0.2. Then I take the third number, and I divide it by the second number. So 80 divided by -400 also gives me a -0.2. This is a match, so our ratio, this is geometric, is in this case -0.2. -16 times -0.2 is 3.2, and then we do 3.2 times -0.2, and we get -0.64. The next one, we don't want to find the second and third terms. That's what A sub 2 and A sub 3 means. If the difference is 3 and A sub 1 is 2. So that just means that 2, to find the next number, we're going to add 3. Okay, that's going to be 5. And then to find the next number, we're going to add 3 more again. So 5 plus 3 is 8. That's all you have to do for it. Deceptively easy. This is more about a notation than difficulty. And the next one is find the second and third term if your ratio is -4 and your first number is 7. So we're going to do 7 times -4 to find the second number. That's going to be -28. And then to find the third number, we're going to multiply this by -4 again. -28 times -4 is 112. And if you have any kind of questions, ask your math teacher.